Hello. Oh, hi everyone. Sorry, I have a hard time with my video, so still in testing. However, today I'm going to introduce the I Ching number 5. Okay, and it's called 水天虚. 水天虚 is water on the top, sky and at the bottom. Okay, it draw like this. Actually, I did prepare. Okay, 3 yang and 1 yin and 1 yang, and the top is yin. Okay, so before I explain this number 5, I'm gonna to show you guys the palace. When we have draw the I Ching hexagram, we want to know that it comes out from which palace. Okay, apparently it's come from the Kun. Okay, so 前退离正训韩跟坤. Okay, Kun is number 8. And the symbol, the trigram symbol is 3 in energies. Okay, and the number is 8, and they belong to Earth. Okay, so 水天虚 is number 6 out of this palace. You see? Okay, so when you're starting, the first one is a Kun Wei Di. That means the pure earth. Okay, Kun is mother figure. The first Yao of Kun and the foster everything on the earth. Okay, so it's a pure yin, it's a Kun. Okay, then you see they'll go over, then yang energy from the lower part. When you do yin energy, you always say 6. When you see yang, you always give the number 9. Okay, so you will talk this way. Bottom 6, second 6, third 6, fourth 6, fifth 6, top 6. Okay, so and they progressive to the second, then see initial 9, second 6, third 6, fourth 6, fifth 6, top 6. Okay, because the 6 is yin energy, 9 is yang energy. Okay, so then you can see this palace when they progressive, they are going the 2 yang energy. So you will say initial 9, second 9, third 6, fourth 6, fifth 6, top 6. Okay, with this one, see the yang energy is continue. Initial 9, second 9, third 9, 6, 4, 6, fifth 6, top 6. Okay, and can you see the yang energy continue goes up on this palace, and they are supposedly Earth. Okay, is in energy. So when we see this continue goes up, and we can see in energy was continue decrease. Okay, and that shows, and it is palace to the end, and the yin energy continue replaced by yang energy. So when you see yang energy is power, is exactly, it is settled, is strong, is solid. Okay, so you come to this one, the 6, which is 水天虚. 好，水天虚. So with the 6 is we have a last in energy. When the hexagram, you see only one particular in energy, or particular, like the whole 6 is all yang, or all 6, all 4, 5 is all in, and we look at the less number. They only have a one in energy. Is the man. Is the man. Okay, so he's the man because he is the only in energy, also female figure. Okay, and so by this time on the top in energy. Okay, so this is getting ready to go back. And at this moment, and we were going to the 水天虚, which is the number 5. All right, let's show you. Number 5. Okay, so at this moment, the main one is always not the top. You know why? Because on the top, that means it's going to degenerate back to the initial. So we can never use the top one, even though when the king, in the Asian emperor, they call themselves 9-5. Okay, so 9-5 is the toppest. They don't want to be on top. That's a danger. And you can see in this position, we have very special. We have 2 yin energy surrounding one yang energy. Is water kan. You see, it's kan. So what it means, because this palace is in kun. Here's on the number 7 on this palace. Okay, but it's number 5, 水天虚. Anytime you see the water, that means danger. When you see the fire, that means destroy. If you see a 退, that means mouth talk. Okay, so when you see water, because water is very hard, that means difficult. Every time you see water, it's difficult. Besides, the yang in the 9-5, which is they take over the yin energy. It's not supposed to take over the yin energy because it's in palace. We're supposed to use the yin as the primary yin. Okay, so right now the best position was taken over by yang. Okay, so what's that mean? That means go away soul. Because the yin energies go away, now it's go away. Okay, so if you got this trigram, that means if you're asking for health, that means it's hard to cure. Okay, if you're asking for the people who will return, like if your loved one go away, if you're asking he will return, and they will not return because the soul is going away. Okay, so let's go over. And number 8, go back to the last one. Okay, the last one is 7. Last one in here. Okay, last one is number 8 of this palace, and we will see Kun in the bottom. The 3 yin energy. They go back. They come back. It's come back soul. Okay, this is go away soul. This one is go away soul because it's in the Kun palace. Kun palace is in energy, but they got 3 yang. Qian sit on the Kun. The male sit over the females. So they go away the yin because the female is very soft. Female is the frosting. The Kun is earth. The frosting, the earth. Frosting the everything grow on this earth. Okay, so now they'll go away. Okay, so however, if you're asking raining, because sky on top has water, which means rains. ring, 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 ring. Like a she is like when you rings, because this is called 水天虚. Sui is water in Chinese. 天 is sky. Okay, and xu is mean needed. Okay, so this is number 5 named 水天虚. So when they 水天虚, xu is sounds like a ringing. So that's mean if you're asking when will become more, sun comes out, you have to wait 5 days. 5 times 7, 21 days. Okay, otherwise they continue rain because this is raining. This is raining hexagram. Okay, so as this one, I actually chart it down. Okay, chart it down. When we see the hexagram, we will see initial 9, second 9, third 9, fourth 6, 9, 5, top 6. And the first one, and we will count down who is the self, because in 6 yao, there's one major that represents yourself. Okay, so with 归 is 游魂, that means go away soul. With go away soul hexagram, 4 will always in number 4. Okay, and the particular yao responded you will count 2. Okay, 2, 1, 2, 3. Like interact each other yao, always 2 apart. So we 1, 2. So responded always 2 apart. So it's in the bottom called the top initial 9. So you see, initial 9, second 9, third 9, fourth 6, 9, 5, top 6, and yourself is 4. 4 sit on the metal. Okay, sit on the metal. Although the kun is the earth. Okay, earth nourish the metal. So with this particular, you see, responded is water. Responded in the lower part is water. This one is water. Okay, Chen self is metal. Okay, Kan self is water. You see, you will remember the 5 elements, right? Chen trigram is metal. Kun, which is kun is earth. So earth and metal, they help out each other. Earth is helping out the metal. So which is in this particular, and that's mean you rescued. Whenever you want, just wait, and you will get it. All right. So that's starting in the beginning. We have the same thing like the first year. So we want to look at the interact, how the structure interact each other, right? So the first one, actually I cut it down. Okay. So every time you see the water trigram, that means difficult. Anytime you see water is difficult. Okay, so anything you see water, you know the things is not gonna to be easy. So first one is a dragon, young energy, dragon. Okay, dragon at Jiao. Dragon at Jiao. Jiao is like in countryside. That means far away from water. Okay, so it's waiting, safe. Okay, because it's not too far, it's still in the bottom. Just like you're in position, if you're the lowest position, you're not top of position, you're probably safe. You're not too close to the water. Okay, so that's a Jiao, country, dragon in the country. Okay, so it's okay. Okay, but you have a need. All right, and the second, 虚沙小有言终极, which is mean Oh, that's what I say. She is neat, right? It because this trigram name, this hexagram named 水天虚. She is like a water. Do, 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 do. She, just remember the sound. Okay, the she. Okay, so the second one, she at sand. Sand. Sand is already not in countryside now. They are close to the water. Just like the water, you see a little bit sand, but not yet close to the water. So this time you're gonna to have a little bit somebody against you. Okay, but not too bad. Not too bad. You can still, it's not gonna have to make too much damage because not water yet. Okay, so if you make it like that, you changing. Okay, I have to draw. So you see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you separate them to hexagram. So this is hexagram called twig. So we disregard the lower part. We start in the second. So one yang energy, and third one is yin energy. So put it on the lower trigram. Okay, so it's called twig. 退上缺 is metal. 退. Okay. I have to write it. 退. Did you see this twig? It's like a mouse. Somebody is talking. Okay, so that means somebody is talking back behind you. But then we will add the top, right? Because we have the lower one is a twig. Because we disregard the lower one because we want to see how they interact starting from second line, right? We see 1, 2, 3. Then we will create another trigram, use 1, yin and 2, and put this one on top of this. Okay, so it'll be like this. It'll be like this. Okay, it's very dark, but anyhow. All right, so it will be like this. See? So by the time you get to this is the Li. Li is the fire. Okay, that means something destroyed. Something destroyed. So that means somebody talking destroyed. So it comes to the second line. That's will be difficult because somebody talking try to destroy. By the time you get to Sir, it's really hard. Sir is called. Here, I do some research before this. Sir is called 须臾尼. She, you know, she is the name of this hexagram, right? 水天虚. She is now in the mud. Now is mud, like your feet is, you know, walk on the mud. Okay, so 自扣字. 自扣字 that means enemy is coming. It is already close to the kan. Kan is water, close to the kan danger, because of this position, the worst. Okay. However, because this palace is supposed to queen, but Chen sit on the bottom, so that's why Chen sit on the queen position. So always a little bit difficult because it's not in the right position, called the go away soul. Okay, so if you see this one, it's fire. So you got this one, you know the fire month is not working. You got to be going to the like a metal months or stuff like that. It will work. All right, and usually when we set up the hexagram, we have to look at the time, day, and what the weather is, and stuff like that. And you can, then you know how they work. So when we set up a hexagram, we want to have an initial hexagram. Then we will do initial hexagram. Then we do interact hexagram. When we do interact hexagram, we always get rid of the bottom one, okay? And we create another one, interact, which is put this is 3 on the bottom and add the 1, 2, 3, add the bottom one on top, create another hexagram, which is, that means the things, what is going on, process. Okay, then we will create the final hexagram. Final hexagram, you have to create it by time, day and time. I have already teach you guys a long time ago. You have just to read back my aging teaching. So you create the changing hexagram, or you throw the coin, okay, and see which one is changing. You can make a changing hexagram also. So you will have initial hexagram. Initial hexagram can be created by day, time, day and time and year, okay, and then you will have interact process hexagram. You will always get rid of the bottom one, and you create the process. Then you know what is the process. You know this process. We got the fire on top, and fire on top, and the can, the toy, the mouse on button. That means somebody talking create danger, right? So this process will be somebody talking create danger. To the end, then you throw the coin again. Then you got another hexagram and see what is going on, how the final result. Okay, if they're changing, what is the changing hexagram is, then you can read it from just by which yao is changing. Okay, and right now, when you go to number 5, is in. Okay, so the main one now is take over is yang energy called 9595. 95 is good, right? 95 is good. So he being assisted by 2 in energy. Okay, and so in woman, which is very powerful because it's in Kun, it's in the Kun, how do I say, Kun Palace, right? Kun Palace is the in energy palace. So 2 major women, which is very powerful, has the high power, okay, assists weak yang here. Why would say weak yang? It's in good position, yang energy, right? But whenever it's in palace, it's in palace. He is the main one. He's the not main one. Okay, main one is the female. Yourself is right here. Okay, it's the females. So that means you are the females assist somebody is weak, and you're assisting him very well. Okay, so let's see number 4. She 4 for energy. She 4. She 4 bloody. Oh, not good. Okay, so when you come here, it's bloody, blood. This is you're already into the water. You will find the cave to hide. If you to this position, please go hide. Okay, and you will get rid of danger. You hide. Okay, and number 5, 95 is very good because of the assist by 2 in energy powerful. 95 is a good position, and this time you will drink, you will eat, you will do whenever you need to do to make yourself strong. Make yourself strong in this one. Because why you want to make yourself strong? Because it's needed. Because it's she. She is like a sum of rain, also called she in Chinese word is needed. You need. You need to drink and eat, take care of yourself to get better. And by the top, the 3 people will come. 3 people will come, which is you don't like him. However, be nice to him. Be nice to him. Why? Because he's helping you. You just try to pray with those 3, and you can get rid of danger. Okay, this is just like the whole talking, whole the poem from this number 5 水天虚. Okay, 水天虚 hexagram, and that's what it means. Okay, and so we see the structures. We can see. We have to be careful when they're coming from Queen Palace. They're coming from Queen Palace. So they are 归魂. They're 游魂. 游魂 is go away soul. But you see the last one of the this palace, it comes back. So the lower part of trigram is Queen energy. Is Queen, okay? Is 3 阴爻. So they call come back soul. So you come to this one, if you want to know your health, or people will come back to you whenever, that's good. That's come back soul. But if you have a 水天虚, you're asking if that people will come back to you, sorry, it's not gonna to come back to you. If that's the thing. Okay, so in 5 elements, in the lower part is water, and the second one is wood, and the third one is earth. The fourth is 6. We have to call it professionally. We'll call that 9. Okay, initial 9 is water. Second 9 is wood. Okay, and third 9 is earth. Okay, and fourth 6 is 4 6 is metal. 9 5 is earth. Because Queen is earth also. So this is a very good position. All right, and top 6 is water. All right, so also when you have hexagram, you against the ear. Ear we call 太岁. 太岁, which means Chinese has the word say 太岁 sit on the center. You don't die, you get injured. Okay, so ear is the power. Like this ear is a mouse. Don't against the mouse. Okay, because mouse sit on the center of the office. Don't against him. All right, so that they counting their whole ears is good or bad. Mouse is water. All right, and so their months. This month is winter time, right? It's spring times. All still cold. This year is bad. Called yin. Yin is tiger. I gotta use a darker pen. Okay, that's okay. I do it next time. 3 yang open. The new year. Yin. Okay. 寅卯辰巳午未申酉戌亥。子丑寅卯辰巳午未申酉戌亥。Okay, yin is January. Mao is February. Chen is March. Okay, 子丑, which is 子 is mouse, is November. So this year, oh, I see somebody here. Finally, somebody watching my video. It's the problem, and not many people was watching. But however, I rather people interesting to watching. I don't make money from this anyway. So anyhow, and I'm gonna to lately I study a lot of Buddhism, and I find that so interesting. I really feel like if I can talk about some Buddhism sometimes with with the American use English. I don't use Chinese talking. Nobody really listen anyway. So at least I got some English reading, English audience. So I'm gonna do, but I think I maybe has a fade, so I will talk about it. Okay. Before I have done a lot of video, which is talk about the palace. And we have 8 palace, then 8 palace. This is palace number 8 and Kun number 8. We want to remember the number also. Kun is number 8, is in energy. In this particular palace, and the first hexagram in this palace always 2 in, we put the 1 in energy on the bottom and 1 in energy on the top. Is 1 trigram on the bottom, 1 trigram at the top. Earth against Earth. When you see Earth, that's even. When they even, things very easy to success. Okay, so it's called Kun Wei Di. That means Kun is the Earth. That's the name of the hexagram. Okay, but somebody is asking, because in my review, somebody asking today, a particular for that person, I try to teach the number 5 called 水天虚. Okay, is I Ching number 5. So the hexagram was drawn this way. Okay, so and they can be, so when we see in and Chen in the bottom trigram, they always represent yourself. When you try to draw the hexagram, and you have the bottom one is the top one, the lower part always within your household or close to you, relative. And on the top, which is always, somebody outsider. All right. And you will see in energy to energy, is the outsider come over. But it's yourself. Yourself is sit down here. So it's 游魂卦. So with 游魂卦, it means go away soul, because they're supposed to Kun. But right now you become like yang, yang. Okay, by the end, the number 8, then they come back to Kun. So when they come back to Kun, called a return soul. Return soul, your return. Anything you lost will come back to you when you got a return soul. So this is it. And whenever you see the water, it's difficult. Every time you see the water, it's difficult, right? And every time you see this like what do we say? Fire. Okay, fire. Then that means when you see fire, that means destroy. Because fire is very, very bright. Also appears to you, appearance. Okay, so that's what I say. Okay, and let me I want to see more detail. So that is the wife, officer, brother, children, brother, wife, money on top. Okay, so against the day and time, especially the year, especially the months, 5 elements in the months, and against the hexagram which you're on, then when is the time things will resolve, and when is the time. But when this one, as long as you're not asking, something will return to you, or you are not asking, if you're not asking the health, usually is good, but you have to wait. You have to wait, and you have to eat and drink. Remember, this one called you eat and drink. Take care of yourself, and waiting for these 3 people to come. You may have a good transaction, and you will solve the problem. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna to say. But you have any more question, you can tell me. But sorry, lately I was reading. I'm doing a lot of Buddhism practicing, and I really want to eventually get some more Buddhism in teaching, But even I Ching is so much, I really can't myself still learning. So you guys can combine a lot of other things and combine them and to see how they work. Okay. Here there a book and called the detail of the she hexagram. Okay. She hexagram is belong to August hexagram. Okay, so in the spring is good. Is in the summer, that means you got a lot of people talk back behind you. In the autumn, good, because August is good. So because this is August hexagram. Okay, but in the winter, half good, half bad. All right, in this hexagram, talk about the cloud on the sky and cloud going up to the skies, not raining yet. Okay, if they rain, it will foster all the rice and all this tree, all these animals to have a food. So that's why there's some type of waiting, because everything in this earth only the rain to get better. Because the chain energy go in process, and they are processed toward to the water. That's the book say. Okay, chain energy process into the water, so very hard to go over the water. You have to make the water withdraw, and then you can go through. Then you can process. Because the chain is represent the father figure. Father figure inside. Okay, as I say, the inside is this one, right? It's called inner. This is called outer. Okay, so you see trigram. This is the inner. This is the outer. All right. So we got inner. We got the outer. So we have a father figure inside, and we have the sun, the median sun in outside. So the father is waiting at home, waiting son to come home. Okay, so that's all like needed. That's all needed. They need the water to go away. Okay, so in this point in time, eating, drinking is very important, because when you're eating, drinking, you preserve yourself. Okay, and beside interact hexagram. Interact hexagram, as I say, this is talk about process, right? You always take the bottom out, and you take, then you put this 3 in the lower trigram, then you add this in the top trigram. Because the interact program, interact hexagram has a mouse talk, so that means you have to eat also. All people need to eat to preserve themselves, even though they look like when you process, you will process it to the water and difficult, but you can go. Go is okay, but you have to go slow. Okay, you slowly move. You don't want to process very fast, and then you will success. Okay. And that's it. They'll have more here. If you see the hexagram like that, if you have the first one changing to the yang energy. Okay, so this is the initial hexagram. This is the initial hexagram. Then you have a process hexagram, which is somebody talk, right, and mouth open with the Li on top, the fire on top, mouth open, try to destroy. Then you draw the coin, you will see which Yao is changing. If the first Yao changing, that's mean disaster. Because this one is a dragon in the countryside. They're in safe position. They're not supposed to changing. You're changing this one. Okay. Be aware, big disaster. The second one changing, That means you have good things come to you. Okay. Third one, change. That means somebody will argue with you, or woman problem. This one changing will have a woman problem. The 4 changing. 4 if changing, you have option. You keep quiet, be okay. All right. If you not keep quiet, you process. You process and you don't keep quiet, you will have bad things happen to you. Okay, so if this one changing from yin changing to yang, you need to be quiet. Okay, 5 yao changing, half good, half bad, because they're supposedly in good position, right? Okay. 6 yao changing, that means you will sick. Okay, and it's bad. All right, 6 yao changing is what we say xiong. Ji is good, xiong is bad. Okay, so top yao changing is bad. All right, so you just look at this. This is like this is like a chichi book. Okay, so there's more to talk about it though, because we have money, wife money, officer, all represent a lot of things, but basic is like that. Okay, I'm myself is learning. Okay, thank you.